Yeah.
Streaming live every other Wednesday, my dude. This is Chillcast.
Certified hood classic.
Welcome back, everybody, to another episode of the Chillcast. I am your gracious host, as always, Zachman. You're joined by just one co-host. His name is D. Dubman, and we've unfortunately are short by one co-host. D. W, you want to tell us what happened?
He just didn't show up.
Yeah. I wanted to put you on the spot because I wanted to see what you'd come up with.
And like, oh man, Sly's dead again or something.
Oh, again, it doesn't always have to be dead. This time he could have been like kidnapped by the cartel or something. You know, it doesn't always have to be dead. You know, this isn't a Adult Swim television show where the punchline is death every time. You know.
Is there a show like that?
Nah, well, people are always like, oh man, the punchline's always just someone gets like fucking shot in the head. This is like lowbrow humor.
That's Venture Brothers.
Yeah, it is Venture Brothers. It's also Family Guy, I'm pretty sure.
Nobody gets shot in Family Guy.
No, sometimes like Peter just cracks his own neck and dies and shit like that. That's pretty cool.
I mean, like you're remembering like a specific bit. And like that was even a cutaway. That was the worst part about that.
No, yeah, that he like literally just died.
Pretty good.
That was epic. It made me giggle, gave me a nice chuckle.
I mean, like whenever you search
doing?
Family Guy funniest moments, that better pop up.
There are a couple of those videos. Have you ever watched one?
No, but like when I went to college, there was a guy who like religiously fucking watched that shit every time, like in like the lobby. Out loud.
That's
like
awesome.
he didn't have headphones in, so I was like, look, I don't know what kind of man possessed can watch that shit out loud.
He wanted to share it, man. He wanted everyone to know what the funniest moments of Family Guy were.
He wasn't even laughing. It's like he was analyzing that shit.
Bro, he was disagreeing hard as fuck. He had his notepad out and he was like tisk tisk.
He's like, that one was not
That was not a fun. Here's an idea. Get the cartoon community involved, D-Dub, and you should make the definitive Family Guy funniest moments video.
Oh man. It's gonna be nothing but stuff from season 1.
Yeah.
The actual funny season.
Yeah. That's the worst part, isn't it?
No.
I'm pretty sure most of those Family Guy funniest moments video are like the
funny?
newest things, right?
What's your favorite Family Guy funniest moment?
Oh shit, that's a good question. I'm trying to think. Oh damn it, you put me on the spot. I'm trying to think. Funniest moment. What made me laugh very
One
hard?
that actually makes you chuckle. Like has there been a Family Guy bit that made you go, wow? That's the one.
Yeah, there has to have been, but I can't think of one specifically. I think most of the time when I'm laughing at like a Family Guy moment nowadays, it's like completely out of context, and that's like the only way to like laugh at Family Guy at this point. Like whenever, well, very much like the funniest moments, you know, it's just the best parts. It cut out all the shit that the rest of the episode is that no one gives a fuck about. So usually it's just cutaway gags. So you're basically asking me what the best Family Guy cutaway gag is.
That's wrong.
You think so?
Yeah.
At least for modern Family Guy, I think that's true.
Yeah, modern Family Guy, whatever. Like, have you fucking watched the? I'm not sure. Asking you if you're watching latest Family Guy is like it's like a throw up in the air because like nobody knows.
Yeah, I don't even have cable, man. I'm not keeping up with modern Family Guy.
Yeah.
There's no reason for me to keep up with modern Family Guy. Like if something's actually funny, people will just put it out.
They made like a school shooting joke. So
oh really? That's awesome.
Well, yeah, I guess for Family Guy standards.
You know what's funny is I'm late as fuck. But I finally watched the South Park pandemic special, and it was pretty funny. I liked it. It was pretty funny. It was really tongue-in-cheek the whole time, where he was like, oh, I mean, like, people need this.
The fact that semen is the cure for fucking corona.
Randy's semen, because Randy started corona
you're right.
when he fucked the thing.
Shut up.
But
but yeah,
it was funny to think about, like, South Park really just can do whatever the fuck it wants and no one can get mad at it. Like, if you get mad at South Park the way you get mad at, like, Family Guy or David Chappelle or something, like, you lost, you know, because being mad at South Park is like, yeah, okay, everyone's always been mad at South Park. It doesn't matter.
South Park was, like, originally, like, the first fucking, like, cancel cartoon, but, like, everybody eventually just got like, grown numb to it, especially the celebrities that constantly get made fun of.
Oh yeah, like complaining about South Park, it's kind of like it's like white noise, you know, like complaining about South Park is so easy. Yeah.
Therefore, like, it's free game.
I think at this point, people are honored to be made fun of by South Park because it kind of means like you're culturally relevant in a sort of way.
I know that what's his name? Fucking not Seth MacFarlane, Kanye West. Kanye West loved fucking gay fish jokes, fucking thing.
But he wrote in that one song. He said, "Choke a South Park writer with a fish stick." Do you remember that?
No.
That was in "Gorgeous" on My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy.
Oh.
He said, "Choke a South Park writer with a fish stick."
Did you think that was epic when he first did it, or?
No, I think at the time I hadn't seen the episode, so I didn't know what he was talking about. And also, that's the worst song on My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy.
Oh.
Just saying.
Besides that, like, it's like a super epic, album, right?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah, bitch, I'm a monster. No good. Come on, I mean, like,
that's like the best Nicki Minaj feature of all time.
Oh, how'd you feel about Rick Ross's verse? That's the question.
I liked Rick Ross's verse. I think Rick Ross definitely shines as a feature rapper.
Really?
Yeah, I like his own songs he's kind of weak on, but he does a lot of features with like Denzel Curry and shit, and that stuff, it's always pretty top tier. I feel the same way
about Action Bronson.
Yeah. Oh, you know what? I have a soft spot for Action Bronson albums, but it's not really because he's like a great lyricist or anything. It's just because he's so fucking hype and like very entertaining to listen to, you know? Like, he just says the dumbest shit, and it's just hard not to get hyped by it.
Oh, so, like, did you like Mr. Wonderful then?
Mr. Wonderful. Did I hear Mr. Wonderful? Which one was Mr. Wonderful? Oh, no. That was the old one.
Yeah, Mr. Wonderful? Action Bronson. Like, fucking the one with the...
Was that the one he's doing the splits on?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was okay. I kind of like the... I didn't like that one as much.
I got a brand new car. Come on, you don't remember that?
I didn't. I only fucked with a couple songs on Mr. Wonderful. I fucked with a couple songs on what was it, Blue Chip 7000?
Oh yeah, that's where Baby Blue is on, right?
No, that one's on Mr. Wonderful.
What?
Yeah.
Oh shit.
Yeah. But then he made White Bronco, which I fucked with heavy because I think he kind of like found his flow somehow on White Bronco, and then Lamb Over Rice with The Alchemist. I love that shit. And his newest one, what was it? Only for Dolphins. That was pretty good. It wasn't the best, but it was pretty good. But he kind of, I feel like he found his sound where he just kind of like gets on the mic and goes stupid over some like crazy little beat.
Is secretly like the next Snoop Dogg, and let me explain.
Oh, okay. Yeah, you better.
So, Action Bronson's doing whatever he wants, and like he's getting media coverage over it. Are you aware that Action Bronson is in like the latest UFC video game?
Yeah, I saw that. Well, now he's fit as fuck. He's like a little buff boy.
He has his own cooking show.
Yeah.
He's giving out fitness tips and shit.
Mm-hmm.
And I think he's just like making cameos and a bunch of shit. So like, as far as like the Snoop Dogg regimen goes, like he can do whatever he wants and like he'll get backing on it. And Snoop Dogg can like just walk up into anywhere, and as long as he's allowed to smoke, he'll like basically do whatever you want him to do.
It's really funny that Snoop Dogg can just kind of smoke wherever and no one gives a fuck. Do you remember when he was smoking at E3 playing like Battlefield?
I do. He had like a whole joint out of his fucking mouth.
Yo, he was going hard on. He loves Battlefield and shit like that. I think he sponsored like a team, and he was fucking screaming at him, and he was just like, our guys couldn't get their shit together.
That's super good.
I love that shit. Apparently he's a big gamer. He's a big game man, but he's always got to be smoking the weed.
Gamer.
Does he Twitch stream?
He used to.
Okay.
People keep taking his clips out of context.
Oh my god, I think there was one time that he didn't even know he was like muted for like 40 minutes.
Yeah. No. There's even a better one where like he kept the stream on for 24 hours and came back to the studio and he was like, "What the fuck? Oh, I kept this shit on."
That's hilarious. I just imagine everyone's messaging him. He's just like, "Shut the fuck up. What the hell are you people talking about?" And he gets in. He's like, "Oh shit."
Well, damn. There it is.
Who? There are a bunch of rappers that started streaming. Danny Brown was doing a stream of
Danny
Doki
Brown
Doki
talks like a
Literature
normal
Club.
human being. Yeah, like fucking. I believe he was talking about hentai. Like, there's like some like clip of like it talking about virtual porn, and he was like, "I mean, I get it. I'm not down."
I get it.
But yeah, Danny Brown's like a normal person now, which is
Danny
like
Brown's
very,
a fucking weeb, dude. He ain't normal as hell. He fucking loves Persona 5. Like, he fucking adores that, and he's playing, like, Doki Doki Literature Club and shit.
Too.
Oh, T-Pain? Yeah, I remember when T-Pain played Connect 4 with Clint Stevens. You remember that?
I remember T-Pain playing fucking Among Us with Critical.
Oh, shit. I remember that. Oh, do you remember when T-Pain dressed up as Leroy from Tekken 7?
I do remember that. We all talked about that.
That was awesome.
I think you have that as a thumbnail for one of the fucking.
Yeah. I think you're right. I would have to go back through the books. Oh, speaking of Tekken 7, there was actually a real IRL tournament this past weekend in Tennessee, Kumite in Tennessee. And I think this is one of the first like IRL tournaments I can think of since COVID. And it was I watched the top 8.
Did it go well?
Well, I'll get to that. But I watched the top 8 for Tekken, and I watched the top 8 for Guilty Gear. And I think there have been a couple live events for Tekken. They were a little different. They had this a couple months ago. They had this weird thing in Russia or some shit because the rules were different for COVID there, and they had like an invitational for Tekken with like 8 people, and they played like a round robin thing. That was really weird. But this is like the first like real tournament kind of con expo thing where people come in and sign up for the bracket and they play it through, and there are like people streaming in the background and you see everyone walking around and shit, like a real kind of tournament like Evo and shit. Yeah. And they had I forget which games. I think they had Street Fighter 5, they had Tekken, they had Guilty Gear, and Dragon Ball Z, I think. And I think they had a Melty Blood on the side. But it was just super cool to see that shit again and like see like real life broadcasters, and then you don't have to wait 15 minutes between each set because people are like actually there and they just walk up and get on the fucking set.
Yeah.
And then the grand finals happened for Tekken. It's a real fucking nail biter. One of the guys was losing pretty hard, and then he started coming back. He almost made out of losers. And then the whole stream fucking stopped.
Yeah.
And everyone's like, what the fuck happened? And apparently the computer fucked up. It fucking just shorted out completely. And it fucked all the consoles too. So they had to restart it all. And it was just so funny because these are problems that we had online all the time with people disconnecting and shit. And we're finally back IRL. And that shit's still happening.
When would technology advance to where we don't have to worry about this anymore, you know?
They gotta get that surge protector, man. But that shit was hilarious. It was very nice to see IRL video games again. And I think they're doing another event, another really big event in Las Vegas in 2 weeks. This Kumite company.
Oh, bro, are you gonna slide through?
Hell no.
Oh. Yeah, I'm a bit Tekken rusty right now, so like.
Oh, I'm hella rusty in Tekken. The meta's completely changed. Like people were playing characters I ain't never seen being played like at pro level. And plus it's like a random kind of like assortment of people playing. Like the only people I recognized were Cuddlecore was in top A. Lil Majin didn't go out, even though he lives in Tennessee, because he said he's waiting for like COVID to be like done, you know. So he's gonna be gone for a while.
I don't think that's gonna happen.
Yeah, he's gonna be gone for a long time, man.
Oh shit, we got topics today.
No, we don't. What the fuck are you talking about? I guess Sly's just not coming.
Yeah, I'm fine with that.
What the fuck happened to him? He read the messages, I'm pretty sure. Right? We have a Discord kind of thing that we talk to. Yeah, he read the messages. I don't know where the hell he's at.
All right. Well,
What if he's just like listening to the podcast right now?
that's great because so someone has to, you know.
Well, I got Scott Pilgrim in the chat. He said, "Yeah."
That's probably because you went out on a date with him this week.
Yeah, we had Halloween. Happy Halloween.
That's how we can start it, bro. Let's talk about Halloween.
Yeah, we had a little Halloween shindig. My boy Scott Pilgrim came and visited. He came by.
Hullabaloo?
Yeah, the big shindig hootenanny hullabaloo. Yeah, it's a good Camp Laszlo reference. I got that one.
There you
go. I love that cartoon. People don't talk about it a lot.
So what did y'all do?
So our friend Ben, friend of the podcast, Benjo, he is from Louisiana, the dirty South, and he made a delicious pot of chicken and sausage gumbo. And I ain't never had gumbo before, but this really did set the bar. It set the bar for me, baby.
So
what do you mean wrong?
I can't believe that you never had gumbo before.
Well, there's not a lot of Cajun cookeries out here. Well, nowadays there are, but ever since they've been popping up, I know people who are from Louisiana and are very, very picky about their Cajun food, and they're just like, it's not real Cajun food, you know, so I don't even bother trying it.
Now, I would like to assume that, like, you know, you actually try, like, you know, a couple of dishes.
Yeah, but that shit was delicious. We had a little Halloween party. I dressed up as Faust from Guilty Gear Strive because it was nice and spooky. Yeah, I was actually pretty happy with how the costume came out. It's on my Twitter if you guys want to check it out because I don't have a photo up. But I was very happy with how the costume came out for being real last minute, and it was a spooky thing too, so it was kind of Halloween fitting. So even people didn't know who the fuck it was still kind of creepy.
So what did you do Halloween night?
Halloween night, was that Sunday?
Yeah.
Bro, we had a band practice. We did all our festivities on Friday. That's when we had our parties and such.
Okay, so like that leads me into this. Are you aware that like people don't celebrate Halloween anymore?
What do you mean?
So like, as far as trick-or-treaters are concerned, trunk or treat has like ruined Halloween.
Dude, I fucking hate trunk or treat.
I hate trunk or treat too, but like, probably not for the same reason you do. So basically, kids don't have incentive to like knock on people's doors to ask for candy anymore because like they already got a shitload of candy like the days prior because people are like the churches and shit are setting up for Halloween early, so like fucking these kids don't have to sin on fucking like the actual day.
What, really? So, is that why? It's because of sin? Or is it these kids have become too liberalized that they can't even knock on the door anymore without getting PTSD?
Okay, so obviously you're fucking around.
Yeah, I am.
I was giving you that platform to speak, and then you started saying some bullshit.
Yeah, I went Rush Limbaugh real quick.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, continue.
I am a 24-year-old man.
Mm-hmm.
And this year, I decided to give out candy this year.
Ooh.
I'm in a apartment complex, so like that was a bit iffy at first to like think about like if kids would come or so. But I looked into it, and apparently like, you know, like people in apartments, they be giving out candy too. As long as your lights are on or you got like decorations out, you should be fine. Nobody came. and I like looked into this. Apparently like nobody's houses have been hit up. People like a bunch of like people not tweeting, like everybody on social media was like, hey, so like I got all this candy and no kids came. Like everybody was having the same dilemma, which made me come down to the like conclusion that like trunk or treat legitimately like ruined Halloween, and everybody is like blaming COVID for like blaming Halloween. No,
it's not COVID. It's not COVID, because I remember last year when I did live in a house, we had like a small party, and I was like, we're going to be having a party on Halloween night, and all we got is alcohol, and I ain't giving none of these kids alcohol. So I turned off the lights. But the second I turned on the light for 1 second so someone could find my house in the dark, all these fucking kids come out of nowhere. I'm like, I don't have any candy for you.
Yeah.
Y'all get the fuck out of here. Unless you want to truly, you can back the fuck off, all right? So it's not COVID. But I don't know many people that go through the apartment buildings for trick or treating. You know, like you gotta go to the rich people houses to get the good candy. That's the rule.
For sure.
But
Is there like a neighborhood that kids usually hit up at your hometown?
in my hometown, yeah, you go to the east side. You go to where the big houses are. Our neighborhood was actually good because we had like people on our neighborhood who actually like made cookies and stuff and like homemade.
Now my question to you is it still active to this day? Your neighborhood?
I was just talking to my parents about it. I think that a couple of people, like the people who do make the good cookies and stuff, they had like small get-togethers. I don't know if it was necessarily trick-or-treating, but I think it's still pretty good. But my parents were like, we're grumpy and
Trick or treating is dead, right, Zach?
yeah, sure. I'll agree with you for the matter of the fact. Yeah, trick or treating's dead. There you go. Is that what you want? Is that what you want me to just be a yes man? You want me to be a yes man? Just agree with you? Is that what you want from me?
Well, obviously you didn't have a take on this.
I didn't. I wasn't even at home on Halloween, so I don't know if anyone came to my door or not. If they did, they got Stella barking at them. And a whole lot of nothing. And we can't control our porch lights. That shit comes on automatically, so there's no way they could know.
That's a lie.
No, it is. It's true.
You could turn that shit off.
No, we don't have a porch light. We have like a light on the building, and it just turns on at a certain time. It turns off at a certain time.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
Yeah.
So where do we go from here? Is Halloween like... I obviously like us being old men now and fucking talking like, oh man, like back in the day type shit. But I think this is legitimately like it for Halloween. Honestly.
Nah. I don't know. Well,
trunk or treating, like for sure, like.
Bro, I saw a fuck ton of trunk or treating. Like just driving around town, I saw a bunch of people trunk or treating. I saw like gigantic mobs of people at like church parking lots, just like getting candy and shit.
The actual day though. The actual day of Halloween,
I saw that on the actual day of Halloween too.
Really?
Yeah, I saw it all weekend. I saw it Friday, Saturday, and Sunday.
So I guess let me rephrase my question: is the act of trick or treating dead?
It might, because people are so fucking paranoid about everything nowadays. I think some people just don't want to go to strangers' houses and get candy from them anymore. Which I guess I kind of get, but at the same time, like, it's fucking Halloween. That's what you're supposed to do, That's like the whole idea.
I guess like the fact that social media exists so much right now,
right?
That the paranoia has like gone even bigger of like the possible outcomes that could happen to a person you don't know.
True. And I can imagine it even just becoming political too, with people putting a bunch of signs in the yard and shit, and then like people with the pandemic being like, oh, you gotta wear a mask, gotta do this, or people like, if you're wearing a mask, you're getting broccoli, shit like that.
Oh my god. Is that true? Is that a thing?
I would be surprised if I went on Facebook right now and found someone doing that. That would be hilarious.
That's gay. But yeah, that's Halloween 2021.
Yeah, Halloween's dead, everyone. Sorry. Unless you're an adult, then you're getting drunk as shit. Then it's all right.
I mean, like, maybe adults can fucking trick or treat. Maybe we can like make that a thing.
Bro, I'm a
like,
grown person. I'm gonna go buy the candy I want.
No, but like nobody's too old for free candy, Zach.
I guess so. But some of these people are bums. They're giving away shit candy.
What's the shit candy to Zach?
Shit candy to Zach, that fucking off-brand ass, like, fruit candy, fruit hard candies most of the time. If it ain't a Jolly Rancher, I'm not fucking with it. The Primo shit's usually chocolate. I'm a chocolate boy. I love me the chocolate. I'll fuck with the Smartie, though. I do love me a Smartie.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. Something a little texture, something a little chew, that's alright with me. Ooh, but mostly okay. a little chocolate, a little nougat. Give a full-size chocolate bar.
What's your favorite candy?
My favorite candy? It's a Take 5 candy bar. That's my favorite candy.
Like forever? Like, has that always been?
I remember really liking them as a kid, and then they went away, and they came back recently, and they're still delicious. And that's usually... I'll get that, or I'll get a Kit Kat.
So do you eat the Kit Kat like whole?
No. I break it into pieces. I'm an educated man. I went to college. I know how to eat a Kit Kat bar.
Okay, great.
I'm not taking a bite out of the whole damn thing. Stella, stop doing that shit. I'm watching you. I'm looking at you right now.
Yeah, man, he's looking at you.
My dog's being a fiend. Excuse me.
Speaking of fiends, have you heard of Nintendo?
What was that? Okay, sure. I'll go with that. No, yeah, Dub, I've heard of Nintendo.
Would you say that they're a good company?
As far as video game companies go, the bar's pretty low. So I would say, yeah, Nintendo's usually a pretty good company. But I know where we're going to, so I'm gonna eat those words.
As far as the years have been concerned,
yeah.
How have they been online, like for all of their consoles?
With online, they've probably been the lowest of the low. They have really bad online.
And like significantly speaking, they shouldn't be, right? Like how much like they gross and shit like that.
Yeah,
right?
I guess, yeah, I agree with that because they do make a shit ton of money, of course. But I think most of the time they focus on a single player aspect of video games and also kind of focus a lot on Japan. I guess that's changed a lot recently, but most Japanese developers don't give a fuck about online as until recently when they found out America was a country and they didn't have good internet.
Yikes.
Yeah. So yeah, I would say they don't give a fuck about the online most of the time. Yeah.
Have you ever had good experiences online
with Nintendo?
Yeah.
No. I would argue I've had the worst possible experiences with Nintendo Online.
Oh, do you have any like vivid memories like you want to talk?
Yeah, I remember playing Smash Ultimate online, and if you didn't have an Ethernet adapter, you were SOL because that was the only way to get a decent connection, much less a playable connection, you know? Like something that would actually be good. This was just so you wouldn't like lag out in 15 seconds and teleport around the screen, you know?
So would you say that's
shit.
like $20 worth of internet?
No, probably not. No.
Okay. So like the Nintendo Online services, it's like $3 for fucking what, a month?
Yeah, yeah.
Pretty good deal. But you're getting exactly what you paid for. I can tell you that.
Right. No. Yeah. And so I think they use peer-to-peer as well. Don't even have like a dedicated server. So like it depends on who you're playing as well. If they got good internet.
Damn.
It's a whole fucking mess.
With the Nintendo Switch console being presented and whatnot, the online services didn't exist for a whole year, 2 years.
Mm-hmm.
And when it finally introduced, it had, added features besides just online capability, which is the Nintendo Classics. Now, have you ever ventured towards playing the Nintendo Classics?
Oh, like the NES, SNES games?
Yeah.
Yeah, I looked through the library, and they had some cool games that I hadn't played before, that I took a gamble at. I remember playing Kirby's Dream Course and shit. I'm mostly playing games that, like, I wouldn't have bought anyway and just trying them out and be like, oh, that was pretty cool. It's a nice little feature. I like it.
Gotcha.
I like it because it's a added feature for, like, what I was already paying anyway. I didn't have to upgrade to something to get that.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
So that actually segues into our major point here.
Yes.
They have announced a new package, Zach. What does that package contain?
Well, D-Dub, that package contains the classic Nintendo 64 titles that people have been literally begging for like children for 5 years straight. And as an added bonus, it comes
longer than that.
Yeah, longer than that. And as an added bonus, it also comes with Sega Genesis games that no one asked for. Which is still nice. It's still nice.
I personally don't get the I don't understand why they implemented fucking Sega games when like Sega keeps releasing fucking their classic fucking retro titles.
Yeah, and I also don't understand why it has to come bundled with the N64 stuff. Like, it's a 16-bit console, like, that's the same as the Super Nintendo. Why can't it just come out like the Super Nintendo games,
Why didn't they release the Sega Saturn games? Like, fucking, like,
Yeah, like stuff that's, like, equivalent to a N64 game,
But no, to justify the $60 price point, or was it 50?
I think it was 60.
80, like, So to play these 64-bit video games,
Yeah.
and 16-bit, if you really want to be like that disgusting to play the the Sega games,
Yeah, yeah.
with your membership, it's $60 to play Mario 64, which has
Again.
already been released for the console.
Yeah, in HD and like really nice.
I mean, like, it's emulated, and fucking they just basically just put a ROM on a fucking on a cartridge. But
Yeah,
you know
yeah.
what I mean?
Yeah, but at least it
nothing.
came with like 2 other games too.
Yes. So that being said, they re-released Mario 64 again. We got Ocarina of Time, not Majora's Mask. We're asking for too much to ask for like
Now they did also show a bunch of games that are coming soon. When coming soon is, I don't know. But I would say this original lineup of games they have now is pretty scarce. Like, it is like the big hard-hitting games that people do like 64 and Ocarina of Time, but it's still like, I don't know, what is it, like 10 games maybe?
fucking ROMs. Why can't they just
They're just
fucking give
ROMs.
us all of them? I don't understand.
And they don't even let you change the button mapping.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Let's talk about this real
That's
quick.
something that you could do on the fucking Wii.
There is a controller that comes compact. If you ordered it like when it was first announced, because nobody is able to get this controller anymore until
Nope.
2022.
Nope.
So there's a Nintendo 64 controller that was made specifically for the Switch and is online package. And unfortunately, if you don't have that controller, you're shit out of luck trying to play these video games with the Joy-Cons.
Yeah.
You're gonna have a bad time.
Yeah, and also, like, people can lie and say they like the N64 controller. It's a shit controller. I think the big selling point was you could use whatever fucking controller you wanted. But I guess you can't. Thanks, Nintendo.
No, like you can use any controller that you want on fucking.
But you can't, like, remap the buttons. You know?
Yeah.
You gotta
that
take
is
what
the
they
problem.
give you.
You can use whatever you want. You won't like it.
Yeah, exactly.
Like,
Yeah, like, it's almost useless. And it's so stupid because you're paying for it, you know? You're paying extra for it, and you can't even remap your buttons? Like, that's so dumb. Like, it's easy. It's child's play.
I can see it updating in the future after all these complaints. But as of now, like, this is ass.
Yeah, fucking, like, PlayStation and Xbox give away games for free, like, every month. Like, I played fucking the Final Fantasy VII Remake for free. Like it was my normal PlayStation Plus. Like, I was already paying, and it's like, hey, you want to play, like, the biggest AAA title game? Well, it's free because I was already paying for that anyway. I'm already paying for Nintendo Online, and what I get for free are NES and SNES games. If I want to pay extra to play the other games for the N64, then that's extra. I'm paying more because I wasn't paying that already. I'm already paying for PlayStation Plus so I can play online, and I get to play like a fucking gigantic AAA game for free. That's a great deal.
Now, Zach, are you aware that you can play these Nintendo 64 games for the first time online?
Yeah, like emulate them, like easy as fuck.
No, shut up.
Oh, like you can play like multiplayer online.
Yeah.
On like an online service that already is pretty dog shit and doesn't work most of the time.
Yeah.
Oh boy, I can't wait. D-Dub, man.
So unfortunately, the online sucks for the Nintendo 64 games, and apparently I can't fucking confirm this or not because I didn't pay for the package.
Mm-hmm.
I think that these Nintendo 64 games are being cloud streamed to your console instead of you just like.
Yes, I think that's true. I think that's how they make sure like that you can't have them if you stop paying for it. I think they're all being cloud streamed. Yeah.
Gotcha. Now this is a bit harder for the Nintendo 64 games for some reason because they lag in between like shit happening for some reason. And boy, do they lag online. If you try to play Mario Kart 64 with 4 people, you're going to have a bad time.
Oh, shit. It's amazing. It's amazing that you have to pay so much more money for that. That privilege to lag out on Mario 64 online.
We should be kissing their boot heels by them allowing us to do this. Honestly,
I know. And this is something people been begging, like, non-stop for. Like, oh, where are my GameCube games? Where are my N64 games? Like, I get it. First of all, you all sound like bitches all the time, Nintendo fans. But I get it.
No,
You're
yeah.
right. I get it. Okay? The fucking Wii had that shit. Like, I was playing fucking Majora's Mask on my Wii with any fucking controller I wanted, mapped any way I wanted, and it was amazing, you know? I don't understand why they can't put that on the Switch. It would literally print money. People would buy the shit out of it. But instead you have to get this dumb service that doesn't even really work and it doesn't really give you what you wanted anyway. And it's far too expensive for what it
So
is.
like, I'm a Nintendrone to an extent, right?
Right.
Like, I'll buy their console, but like,
Yeah,
I won't let them
I'll
kick me in the
apologize
ass.
for them sometimes, once in a while.
I would never apologize for them, but like fucking I will like buy their consoles and fucking be like, oh okay, because
Yeah.
like the value in them fucking goes up eventually. So like I'm like okay, like that's whatever. I recently bought the Switch OLED, and I only bought it because I have the first model Switch that came out, like the fucking very first model that dropped,
Yeah.
and like it's like running on fumes right now. So I'd rather like keep the shelf life on that shit like still good and fucking just like get a new
Right.
Switch. And a bunch of people were like, "Why'd you buy the fucking OLED? Like, it's just like
It's the same
it's just
fucking
the
console.
Switch." He's like, "Yeah, I know that." Fucking, um, I got it because my fucking Nintendo Switch was just like fucking. I don't want to like ride that till like it's burnt out. Plus, the first model of the Nintendo Switch is the only one that can be fucking hacked and modded. Therefore, I have like a backup Switch that can just play any game that ever releases that I could just fucking pirate. But anything's possible
Yes.
when Nintendo is mentioned. It's never gonna be always good things, but you know you're always gonna like hear something about them at least at weekly. And
Yeah, I
that
think
was
I would say about 60% of the time it's a positive thing. Like Nintendo's track record's pretty good, especially compared to other game companies where it's like 90% negative shit.
yes.
It's like EA taking people's money again, or another Call of Duty game, or a Square
Nintendo's the
Enix
only
being
person.
shitty again, or just it's
They're
always
the
someone
only
being
people I
shitty.
know who's like actually making good output on releasing consoles during the pandemic.
Yeah,
Like those are
yeah,
the only people
like
I
it's
know.
impossible to get a PlayStation or an Xbox right now, and they've been out for like a year plus.
Exactly. But like Nintendo Switch, like a console that was like pretty hard to get before the pandemic,
Yeah,
and now they're just dishing it out and making new consoles on top of that, and
yeah,
still
yeah. They're
being able
making
to
new
like do stuff.
consoles. They got their old consoles still coming out, and they got games coming out too, which is pretty impressive. Like Metroid Dread just came out, and it got like hella good reviews.
Yes.
Still got to play that shit.
While like the next gen consoles that like we love ever so dear
Mhm.
are fucking like they're barely like. I mean, yeah, the pandemic has stopped like a bunch of studios working on shit. So like the fact that like stuff is pushed back, I'm not too surprised about. But like in order to like capitalize on anything, right now is the best time, and like they have not hit that mark yet.
No, yeah, it's crazy watching some of this shit. And it's funny because, like, now PlayStation does this state of play thing. It's a Nintendo Direct ripoff. And they just had one last week. And no one ever fucking talks about them because there's nothing in them. I fucking watched it. The only thing I was excited about was KOF beta, which I was already following KOF shit anyway, regardless of the PlayStation thing. I was going to hear about it regardless because I happen to already like KOF. A new Let It Die sequel thing that looks interesting just because I like Suda51, and a Five Nights at Freddy's thing, which apparently people still give a shit about, and then like a bunch of filler garbage video games that no one ever would want to play, like honestly. Like there was like an Among Us clone, there was a shitty ad for a band that doesn't exist yet.
So like no AAA titles that like make.
Well,
the
this
PS5
specific
must buy.
one was for indie developer, or it was for third party developers, so they weren't gonna have any AAA titles. But
So, like,
even
did
their
any of those
AAA
games
titles are
scream-
fucking lacking.
Do any of those games scream I need a PS5 now?
No. And a lot of those games are coming to PS4, like fucking
Oh my god.
KOF, the open beta and shit. That's on PS4. That's like next week.
Oh my god.
Like, it doesn't even fucking matter. I think that one's on PC, too. A lot of these games are coming to PC. Like, God of War's coming to PC. A bunch of PlayStation games are coming to PC. Yeah, exactly. What's the point? Everything's going to PC. Now, that's the console you should get, is the PC, because you can play hella third-party stuff, hella indie stuff, and a bunch of shit on Steam's coming in, a bunch of shit on the Epic. You can play all the Kingdom Hearts games on the Epic Store now. Like there's no console loyalty anymore.
I originally thought that Deathloop was going to be a PS5 exclusive. And then it released, like, in tandem with the PC, and I was like, what the fuck? Like,
yeah, that shit's hilarious. Like, they'll put shit on the box. Like, I remember Street Fighter V, it said console exclusive, and what it meant is the only console it's on is the PS5, but it is on the PC as well, so it really doesn't fucking matter.
PC Master Race, you know?
PC Master Bates, baby. I mean, at this point, yeah, that is the move to get a PC, because everything comes out on PC. It has better specs.
Well, no, don't get a PC. You can't fucking buy the graphics cards as of now.
No, yeah, that's the one bummer. As a person who's been trying to make a PC for like the past year, it's just kind of impossible to get these fucking
So crypto
things.
mining dies, fucking PC.
Oh god, crypto mining is getting bigger. It's getting fucking huge.
Then,
it's all the normies.
It's
It's all these fucking old people, and they don't know anything about it. And like now they got advertisements with Mark Wahlberg, just like fortune favors the brave. You should put your home mortgage into crypto mining and hope to get rich. And I'm like, dude, shut the fuck up. People are losing their shit on this stuff. And now NFTs are coming out, and people don't know what the fuck those are either. And they're all pumping dumb scams.
Like, those are just like stupid people buying fucking digital art. So like,
it's not even digital art anymore. It's like becoming an investment, like a Pokemon trading card game. Like they're like owning them to get the money's worth on owning a majority of them and then trading amongst themselves. But in reality, a lot of these are pump and dump scams that people make these fake ass NFTs, take all the money, and then get out of Dodge, never to be heard from again. Like all their social media shit drops off the face of the earth, and no one can get in contact with them when the money's gone.
Smart.
It's hilarious. It's a bunch of like trust fund kids and old people with time on their hands getting scammed out by people on the internet for like a JPEG of a monkey smoking a cigar.
I just know that like whenever like everybody was trying to get into stocks and then they fucked that up.
Yeah.
Like I was like super happy because like my friends was like trying to talk me up into like, yeah, man, like fucking like man, right now it's pretty big right now.
Well, that was like the catalyst for all this shit was the GameStop stunk, and Dogecoin was like the catalyst that people started looking and being like, oh shit, I can make money easy. I was like, yeah, if you were there for that one train going out, yeah, you could have made money easy. It's dead now. Like fucking Robinhood shut that shit down hard as hell when they found out about it. The cryptocurrency thing's inflated as fuck, so if it wasn't a bubble before, it is now. But that shit's crazy now.
I don't think crypto's making a comeback.
Yeah, you're not. Like, if you're investing in crypto, you better be rich already, or you better just have like a bunch of PCs mining constantly, because you're not gonna get money off that shit. I knew people who quit their jobs to be like, oh, I'm gonna go crypto mine. I'm gonna go crypto mine.
Oh my god.
They're back at their job now. Would you believe it?
So, do they still got their fucking graphics cards?
Hell, I don't know. No, those people were dumb as hell. They were like, oh, just use your work computer. You got a work computer, Zach? I know you got a computer for work at home.
Don't even do anything.
No, it's not. It doesn't have any processing power to do anything. These people are dumb as hell. People think they could just become millionaires overnight. It's this easy. All you gotta do is use your computer.
But I do hate like the surplus of like how many people are trying to crypto mine and like how many graphics cards you can't find just walking around anymore. Like,
oh no, so my roommate Lorenzo, he fucking saw a graphics card at Best Buy. He almost shit his pants. It was amazing. He's like, it was the first time he saw a graphics card in person.
It was a life altering like situation.
Yeah, just to see a graphics card on the shelf, like in stock, it was incredible, and it was uppriced as fuck, of course, because there are like none out there.
Yes.
No, that shit's
but people
crazy.
Are buying it.
Oh my god, yeah. I mean, I know people right now that are trying to make rigs to start mining shit. I mean, if you have the stuff already, then yeah, it's free money. It's not a lot of money. I don't think you can get any money mining shit before.
Do you think that these crypto miners are making more money than like Marvel Eternal's fucking box office?
Yeah, you mean more than zero? Yeah.
Oh my god. So like, what can you tell me about Marvel Eternals?
Dude, I can't tell you
Nothing at
shit
all?
about Marvel Eternals. I don't know what the fuck it is. There was like zero to no
You
advertisement.
haven't seen one commercial.
I
You haven't
saw
seen
one commercial yesterday. I saw one commercial on YouTube yesterday. It didn't tell me dick about the movie. It told me absolutely nothing. I don't know the plot. I don't know the synopsis. I don't have any engagement with this movie. I don't give a fuck about it because no one's giving me a reason.
For it is like fucking it, and
It's
that's
so
exactly
stupid.
what's happening.
It's like it looks boring as hell. It looks like 12 really boring people standing around. That's what the movie is. That's all I've seen of it is 12 boring people standing around.
They're on the same setting each commercial that I get. Like I'm wondering if like anything happens at all during that movie.
Yeah. I mean, like, I haven't seen the movie, and I'll tell you right now, I'm not gonna go see the movie because it looks boring as shit. I'd rather go see a good movie, like the new Edgar Wright movie's out. There's a new Wes Anderson movie coming out. There's a new Guillermo del Toro movie coming out. I'm excited to go see those. And they had good trailers. I know what those movies are about for the most part, you know? But like this movie, I have no idea what it's about. And from what I've seen of it, it looks boring as hell. I'm not excited to go see it at all.
Damn.
Yeah, roasted into the ground. I imagine it's not going to do well in the box office.
Edgar Wright also has like a movie coming out.
Yeah, I'm gonna go see it Friday. Late night in last night in Soho. That's what it's called.
There
I
you
keep
go.
saying late night. It's last night. Last night in Soho. You know what's fucked is I wanted to go see it Friday. I'm gonna go see it Friday with a bunch of friends and shit. They have one showing for it in the whole fucking theater. They have one showing
that's
for
what you
that
saw,
movie.
Dune.
Yeah, I saw Dune. Dune had a couple more showings. They had like 5 showings that day. This Edgar Wright
No,
movie
like,
has one showing.
I'm asking like, did you see Dune that day instead? Because
No.
like, the
This
other-
Friday I'm gonna go see it. Like I already planned to go see it during that one showing. But I saw Dune like 2 weeks ago. Whenever I had some free time, I just happened to go catch it, and it was really good. I liked it a lot. It was really good to go see it in theaters too, because it's like a big skeptical sci-fi kind of movie. There's a lot of big shit going on. It looks pretty, and it was pretty cool. But Eternals.
Is it going to be the next Harry Potter?
I don't know. I wouldn't say the next Harry Potter, but like I'm
It's gonna
excited
be
to
the
go.
next Lord of the Rings.
Yeah, I could see that. I mean, like, it was really good, and it had a lot of money thrown at it, so it looked pretty the whole time. The story was good. The characters were good. I'm excited to go see the sequel, if that says anything, you know?
Are you looking forward to more Batista?
Or Batista. Oh, you know what was funny that I saw? Is, like, I saw a bunch of dumb Marvel fans complaining. They're like, there was only one joke in the whole movie. And then there was just, like, serious shit. I'm like, oh, I'm sorry that you can't handle a movie without a quip every 3 seconds, man. I'm
So,
sorry.
in their defense, Spider-Man is the only movie that like I'm alright with doing quips like that.
Yeah, because that's
I literally-
Spider-Man. That's like Spider-Man's
literally
like
his character.
character. Yeah, is he just makes dumb jokes all the time. He's like a child. So I'm fine with that.
Now, everybody now fucking having Tony Stark and shit do that, like fucking.
Well,
after you
Tony
see the
Stark is
formula so many
there are
times-
some characters that are funny and good, like Tony Stark and Spider-Man. I like them doing that because they usually don't chew the scenery so hard. But then like I'll go watch like Ant-Man or what's her fucking name, Captain Marvel, and they're just doing a bunch of quips and shit. I'm like, my god, save it for the other characters. I don't need all 30 of you motherfuckers doing quips all the time.
You don't.
No, apparently Marvel fans do, because Dune was too boring for someone. Because
I
it was
wonder if
just
Eternal
trauma.
had quips in it.
I don't know who would be saying the quips. The fucking like 3
probably
pieces of
Gilgamesh.
Wonder Bread walking around, like they all look boring as hell. What are they gonna quip about?
And Gilgamesh is in that movie.
Gilgamesh? Who's Gilgamesh?
Never mind.
All right.
That.
The only
that
person
sounds
I know
good.
in that movie is Kamal Nanjiani, that comedian guy who got ripped to shit for
yeah.
this movie.
Fucking, he was the. Oh wait, Angelina Jolie is also in the movie.
Oh yeah, that's true.
But yeah, like the Indian guy, like he's like I think he was a fucking like saving grace for people to like tune in, and I don't think his fan base was big enough to like warrant sales.
No,
But-
like he was just kind of like a small comedian that I heard every once in a while. One of my teachers in college said I sounded like him, like we had the same voice. I don't know if that's true. I guess I
Now,
can hear it, but
My
not
question
really.
to you is: do you think that this is gonna be Marvel's lowest profiting movie?
I don't know. How good did Shang-Chi do?
Very.
Really?
Yes.
No one fucking talked about it.
No one talked about it, but several people saw it.
That's so weird. See, that's the weird thing with these Marvel movies. Remember, like, I feel like a fucking idiot for saying this, but do you remember when Marvel movies used to be like a big deal and like you couldn't escape them?
That was 4 years ago.
That was 4 years ago. Like, it wasn't that long ago. And now I didn't hear shit about Shang-Chi. And I'm not hearing shit about Eternals. But you know what I did hear shit about? Non-stop about the leaked trailer for the new Spider-Man movie.
Leaked?
Yeah, the one with Alfred Malone as Doc Ock, you know? When that leaked.
If I was a rich man.
Yeah. I heard non-stop.
That wasn't leaked. Like fucking Sony fucking released that.
No, it was leaked, dude. It got leaked, so Sony released it. That's why they released it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you know, and I heard about that shit non-stop. Much more than I'm ever gonna hear about Eternals or Shang-Chi. So yeah, I think these are gonna do pretty bad. Well, apparently Shang-Chi did well.
What, like the next set of movies?
Yeah, I don't give a fuck about any of these movies, man. They haven't given me a reason to give a fuck.
Let me look up their lineup real quick.
I know there's a Doctor Strange movie coming out, which does look interesting. And then there's the Spider-Man movie coming out, which also looks interesting, I guess. You know what? I'm kind of fatigued on this superhero shit, man.
There's a Hawkeye and Thor fucking series or a movie coming out.
Oh, there's a Hawkeye show coming out. I saw ads for that.
There we go.
The shows have been doing good, interestingly enough.
Spider-Man is gonna be the last Marvel movie this year, and Doctor Strange will be in the beginning of March.
Mm-hmm.
And like after that, we got Thor, Black Panther, the Marvels, Quantum fucking Mania.
How the fuck are they gonna do Black Panther?
You're asking the wrong question.
Did they film that already?
No.
Well, you know what? I remember Kwame Nanjiani getting buff as shit like 4 years ago, and now this movie is coming out. You know, so maybe they did film.
Oh,
something.
so now it all makes sense, huh?
I guess. Shit.
But yeah, I think I'm not sure what they're building towards, but if it isn't Doom, fucking being like the main villain of whatever movie that they're building towards, then like I don't care.
The bald-headed Doom.
I want to see Doctor Doom be the main villain, and I want to hear Doom music during the trailer, and that is all I want. Fucking play Super.
I was about to say you're gonna play Hoe Cakes. You're gonna put Hoe Cakes in the back.
Play Hoe Cakes during the trailer of fucking the Doctor Doom fucking movie, and I will beat my dick. Like fucking like, what do you make it happen?
Super. Yeah.
Super. Hey, fucking. I got a gun. She wants me to duke her, man. You know what I'm saying?
I don't know.
Fuck. What else superhero movies are coming out? Oh, Lightyear.
Oh yeah, that's whatever. Who cares?
Oh, so like, are you not a fan of CGI movies or like what's up?
I'm sick of these superhero movies, and I'm sick of these reboot movies.
Well, Lightyear ain't a superhero movie per se. It's an origin. It's an super.
Well, it's an origin to like a fake character from that universe, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean that's fine. I mean if it's good, it's good. I'll check it out. I guess I'm not like super excited
I don't think you
about
will.
it.
I don't think you. Were you a Toy Story fan?
Yeah, I like Toy Story.
Who was your favorite,
I saw
Buzz or
all
Woody?
of them in theaters. I'm pretty sure.
Who was your favorite, Buzz or Woody?
That's a good question. I guess Woody was probably my favorite. Guy. Yeah, I was a Woody guy. I mean, Buzz was fun. He was kind of more like a comic relief character for the most part, but Woody had like more shit going on for the. I mean, the whole fourth movie was just Woody, like the whole time.
Gotcha.
Yeah. Okay. We have to talk about the fucking purple bitch because. It was in the name of the podcast.
So like anyway, you saw it today, and I was really hoping that you would see it sooner. So like that's why.
I kept hearing about it, and I didn't know what it was, and so I ignored it because I'm dense as fuck. But yeah, I finally saw it today. What is it called?
It's called Pibby.
Pibby learning with Pibby.
Learning with Pibby.
Yeah.
Come and learn with Pibby.
No, that looked hella interesting.
Now, are you only saying that because of the cameos, or are you saying that because of the story?
A little bit of both. I'm saying it for a little bit of both because, first of all, I missed back when like old ass Adult Swim just had the rights to a bunch of Hanna-Barbera shit, so they just like put it in all their shows to save money, like Harvey Birdman and C-Lab.
Yes.
So I feel like that's kind of like what's it called, like a callback to how Adult Swim used to make shows. But also, it feels like modern Adult Swim because it's creepy as fuck and has like a kind of more adult arcing story to it. Yeah. So it's kind of like a throwback to old Adult Swim sensibility and like a modern Adult Swim themes and storyline.
Now, are you aware that Harvey Birdman has a spin-off show?
Oh,
right
Bird
now?
Girl.
Yes. And
yeah. I didn't know about it until I saw your cartoon review video.
There's no Hanna-Barbera characters at all in that. Are you aware of that?
No, I wasn't. But that kind of like defeats the purpose of the show, doesn't it?
That's exactly what I'm getting at.
Okay.
So I was like, what if, like, is there like a licensing issue or like what's going on? And then I see shit like this, come learn with Pibby, where like there's nothing but fucking Cartoon Network license everything in it.
Yeah. Like that,
like,
and it's like Cartoon Network stuff too now. Like they had like Adventure Time and the Cartoon Network stuff. It wasn't just old Hanna-Barbera stuff, which I thought was really cool too. So it was like a mixture of all sorts of things. I think in the trailer there was like a part where a bunch of characters got together and there was like Buttercup and stuff like that in the background. There was a part. I swear to God this was true. I didn't look into it, but I swear to God there was a scene where Pibby was looking into a mirror. And it was SpongeBob's mirror from his house.
It was SpongeBob's mirror.
That's correct. That's Nickelodeon. What the fuck was that? They
are also in Rocko's Modern Life fucking world in one of the shots too.
Yeah, what the fuck is that about, huh?
So, I think like the use of backgrounds was like fucking more of
like
let's see if we get away with it type shit.
Yeah, it was kind of like a reference thing.
There's no characters from that fucking universe in it, but like they're in their world. Wherever's happening.
Mm-hmm.
But do you think that a show can succeed just being profitable off of nostalgia alone?
Yeah. It happens a lot, honestly.
So are we at this day and age where nostalgia sells?
I don't even think it's nostalgia. I think it's this new thing that's come up of crossovers. I think crossovers have become extremely popular nowadays, from like the MCU and Smash Brothers and shit have made crossovers really like a big deal. Like it's a big deal for a bunch of characters to come together.
Crossovers. Isn't there a video game that's like connected to crossovers as well?
Yeah, and it's a Warner Brothers game. Rumored, and it's hard to even rumor about it because if anyone puts up anything about it, they get like DMCA'd hard as hell and their video gets taken down.
Like it's true.
It's true. Like, everything we know about it, the only stuff we know about it is that it's a Marvel game, or I'm sorry, a Warner Brothers game. Apparently, it's going to be free to play with like microtransactions. I think that's what I heard. And there was a roster leaked, and the roster, off the top of my head, I think it had Shaggy, Steven Universe, Tom and Jerry, right. A couple of other people. Gandalf. So, like, there was
Steven Universe and fucking...
Gandalf.
I think Scorpion.
Yeah, Scorpion. Finn and Jake, I believe, were in there.
So, I'm not sure how I feel about, like, fucking Steven Universe meeting Scorpion and fucking having to fight him.
I would love that. Like, I would absolutely love it.
Other than that...
But here's the funny thing, is that everyone assumes... this is a Smash Brothers clone, and that's the only thing that hasn't been confirmed. We have no idea what kind of game this is.
I think this is a mobile tap game for sure.
No, I think it's coming to PC.
I think even if it is coming to PC, it'll still be a tap game.
Some people were thinking, because it was showing like classes, that maybe it's like an Overwatch ripoff. Because it was showing, like, one of the icons by Steven Universe looked like a support healer kind of thing. And this is all speculation, of course. We have no fucking clue. But that would be interesting. Because that's another profitable thing, like these first-person class-based shooters. That's another thing that makes a bunch of money.
What do you want from this game?
I want it to be dead. I don't want it at all.
So, like, is that how you legit feel about it?
Yeah, because it's like, who cares? You know, it feels like people are trying to
get it at all.
I feels like people are trying to get in on this fucking, like I mentioned, this fucking giant crossover video game thing. I mean, if I haven't seen the game, right? If I see some gameplay, it can change my mind. The game has to be fun. It has to be playable. It has to be cool, you know?
Rick and Morty and Shaggy are in the same game.
That doesn't. That sounds corny as fuck.
Well, where Pickle Rick is in it?
If Pickle Rick's in it, it will change my entire outlook. I think I would probably give it Game of the Year. And I would probably like just buy it twice just to make sure they know I liked it.
Funniest shit you ever seen?
It was probably the funniest shit I ever seen. I liked the part where he was like, "I turned myself into a pickle, Morty. I'm Pickle Rick."